Good morning, students. I'd like to show you some of the common errors made on the first writing assignment, so hopefully you can avoid making them in your future writing assignment. So I'm going to go through a sample document, show you how the rubric is used, and then show you some of the common errors. Okay, first of all, this is a sample document that was used before that I changed the names in so that you won't have any idea what student it was in a former class. This student used basically the format from up here, but didn't include all of the elements like the sample in your book. So you would probably do better if you look at the sample in the book and make sure you include all the elements at the beginning of the email. Then we come down here, and the first sentence is, this email is to inform you of an upcoming assignment that's due in our online communication course. Our teacher, Emily Thoreau, would like all of us to choose partners for the final class project. Well, your partner should know that. So don't tell them something that they already know. Start with fresh information. It'll be much more interesting, and you're much more likely to get the response you want. Then I deleted over here on the side, you can see, and I figured you would be a wonderful candidate for this assignment. I figured everything that you write in here is something you figured, so just tell them you'd be a wonderful candidate for this assignment. And I took out the word truly right here because appreciation is enough. Truly appreciation isn't appreciating it anymore. So these are just superlative words. And appreciate it. It isn't necessary here also. The next sentence or the next paragraph is started with a fragment. In one of the discussions you posted, period. What happened in that discussion? Why are you referring to it? What needs to be included here? There's another fragment down here. So make sure that each one of your sentences is clear and complete. Don't run them together with just a comma in between. That's called a comma splice. I saw several of those when I graded these assignments. If possible, we can meet up and transfer ideas. I deleted the up. There's no real reason for that. If possible, we can meet and transfer ideas. And to figure out the next step to our assignment. We don't need to have them to our given assignment, just to our assignment. All these things just make things wordy, so eliminate those words. Now to show you how I graded that, we'll look at a rubric. And here on the rubric, there's a total of 16 points here for this first section. So that means in each one of these you can get 4 points. This student needs to work on being direct and specific, and don't state what your audience already knows. So that's why they didn't get, or she or he didn't get 4 points in each section. The next 2 sections, you can get 3 points apiece to get a total of 12. That was supposed to be a 12. I didn't correct that on this one because it was from a former class. The email format didn't include all the elements. The subject line was eliminated, so you got no credit at all. The salutation was fine. The lack of development shows in the length. If it was a little bit longer, you could have gotten more information in there. Sentence structure, those fragments really hurt, and the commas weren't in the right places. So we take 26 and average that out of 40 and figure out where that fits into the grade chart that's on your syllabus, and you can see what kind of a grade you got. In this particular paper was a C document. So that gives you an idea of how the rubric is used to avoid in any writing. I think, I feel, I know. Anything you write is what you think or you feel or you know, so you don't have to put that in words. Just take those words out of anything that you write. Just eliminate them completely. If you catch yourself writing any of those phrases, just delete them. The next spot is really. For instance, we can work together would be fine instead of we can work, or we can work together well, instead of we can work together really well. Well, how much better is really well than well? Working together well is your goal. Really well isn't really different. So leave that really out. The next one is don't start a sentence with the word it. It's a personal pronoun. So if you put it at the beginning of the sentence, it doesn't refer to anything. For instance, if I say, it was a beautiful car, which one was it? There were 100 cars in the parking lot. Which one were we referring to? Be specific. Say that brand new Mercedes-Benz was a beautiful car is much more specific than saying it. Then don't tell them what they already know or what you think they know. Why should you do that? They already know it. You're wasting paper, you're wasting their time. Just leave it out. So I marked out lots of as you probably know or as you know phrases as we were going through the documents. So another real common error is using the difference between the words who and that. If you're talking about a person, then it should be who. If you're talking about a thing, it should be that. So make sure that you use the correct word there when you're doing that. Okay, these are just some of the common errors I found in the writing of the email. Basically, my goal is to get you to take pride in anything you do, to think about the bigger picture. Why are you writing the email? What is it that you want to accomplish? What do you have to do to make yourself look the best person for the job? Whatever it is that you're trying to do, it needs to be for a higher purpose than just the words that you're putting down there on the paper. So you're always aiming to present the real, true picture of you, your business, your goals, what it is that you need. So be very careful with any of the writing. Don't blow it off. I see it in your class discussion. Some of you just blow it off, or some of you take them seriously. And the ones that you take seriously are so interesting to read. And the responses, you can learn so much from each other. Just take a little bit of time to listen as well as write and have thoughtful responses and pay attention. If you don't learn anything else in this class but to pay attention, you will accomplish a great deal. So I will look forward to talking to you again. I hope you all plan to come to the potluck on Saturday. Be sure that you RSVP very soon so that I'll have a good count on how many people will be here. And I'll have a special guest or two, and it's going to be a wonderful time. So hope to see you there. Let me know. Thank you.